Hello everyone, I'm Maria from Little Maria's Crafts, and today I'm going to be painting this floral mason jar. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Like my video, share it please. Let me know who's on here. Hello, hello. Let me know who's on here. Hey Karen. How are you today? Hello Marie, how are you? I'm running a little bit behind today. I wanted to start at 7, but time just kind of goes fast. Hey Kelly. Thank you guys for joining. Melissa, hello. Hello, Juanita. Ooh, you guys are getting snow? Lucky you. It's been hot over here. It was close to 80, I guess, today. If not 80. I'm right here, Marie. Yeah, I was just a little late. Well, I wanted to start by 7, but, you know, I just run out of time all the time. I worked till about, I think it was like 4 o'clock or so. So when I got home, I was just doing other stuff, and by the time I saw the clock, it was almost 7. So I was like, there's no way I'm going on right now. Anyone else getting snow? I'm over here wishing for snow. It's kind of been a little hot over here lately. You're trying to cut out the challenge template, Karen? I haven't cut that one out yet. Yesterday I had a bunch of other stuff that I needed to cut, and I totally forgot about that one. So they're calling for snow. Okay, well tell me where. I don't think it's anywhere near Texas for sure, right? I saw a lot of states are getting snow right now, and I'm like, doesn't seem like anything like that over here. Not today, anyway. Yesterday was very nice as well. North Carolina? That's way far away from me. Tennessee, way far away from me. Too far. Every now and then West Texas or North Texas will get snow around here, but South Texas hardly ever. You wish you were in the hot weather? I mean, it's nice, I guess, but it gets old. It gets old. We don't really have a lot of seasons over here. It's hot and hotter. You think it's January, it's supposed to be cold, right? Or cooler, but it's really not. It was 70 in Tennessee. Yeah. I know. It's been, I think here it was if it wasn't 80, it was like 79 or 70, like in the upper 70s for sure, because it was hot. It's hot in Mississippi, Karen. Yeah. Mississippi's probably like Texas, maybe. Weather. I don't know, actually. Some of these states, though, have been really getting snow, huh? I guess it's always like that, but I just don't notice it as much. I'm adding a little bit of this darker blue on the edges because I want to blend it. I want to make my glass look like it's a rounded glass. Or my mason jar. So does anybody have anything interesting that happened this week? I know a lot of you were on last week. I don't think I've had anything real interesting going on. Except yesterday I cut out my blanks for my door hanger of the month, which that's exciting. Gonna ship those out at the beginning of the February, so I was cutting out some of them. Our crazy weather in North Carolina, it was 69, and we're expecting snow tomorrow, right into Thursday morning. You just never know. Yeah, I know. Most of the time, our weather here is bipolar too. I mean, it could be rainy or cold, in the morning, but then at noon, it's like super hot. So we have for sure bipolar weather. Oh my goodness. We had a 10-year-old girl kidnapped today in our community. Oh my goodness. That is so sad. That's that's not good. I hope they found her, or dang. She was found safe? Oh good. Oh good. That is so crazy. It's scary too, right? Nowadays you can't let your kids play outside or anything, and that's so sad. Well, thank goodness I haven't heard anything like that around here. But you just never know. Sorry, guys. I thought I turned off my messages, and I guess I didn't. I don't know how to turn off the messages without turning off the volume for you guys. You had the phone Amber Alert. Oh my goodness. Yeah, every now and then we get Amber Alerts too, but it's never like right here in our area. Like it's always an hour or two away or whatever. I guess they just alert people so that we can look out for the vehicles and things like that, but it's never been anywhere super, super close. But I also live in a very small town, so I mean, I'm not saying that things don't happen in a small town, but I guess it's less likely. Oh, wow. You only have two stoplights? Yeah. Okay, your town is a lot smaller than mine then. That's crazy. Well, hope whoever did it, goes to jail. I mean, most of the time, sadly, people just, I mean, they don't get punished enough. Hi, Christine. How are you? Sorry, guys, I'm trying to put on my phone because. Can y'all still hear me? Let me know if y'all can still hear me. Okay, good. I turned off my ringer on my phone because it keeps going off, and uh, I wasn't sure if you guys could hear me. I don't know a lot about technology, so I get real nervous about turning things off and whatever. I'm trying to learn as much as I can, but you know, baby steps, I guess. Have you guys been painting anything or crafting, creating something? You have, Karen? I painted this weekend, and yesterday I didn't get to do any painting because I had a lot of cutting that I needed to do for the week, and I ended up just cutting out templates and stuff like that. And then I went outside and I cut my wood. And I came inside, I was so tired. You cut a Mardi Gras door hanger today? I haven't done any Mardi Gras at all. I don't know if I am. Ooh, apple barrel paint and Caribbean. So what are you gonna do? How are you gonna seal that? Just with top coat? Would it work? I guess it would. I used to use acrylic paint to do over my nail polish. So I would paint my nails in a certain color with nail polish, and then I would do like art on my nails, and then I would seal it with like a top coat, and it would stay. Cool, Christine. I want to see a picture. Oh my goodness, you guys, my allergies have been crazy today. The mountain cedar, and I think the mold is really high right now in my area, and ugh, since last night, I guess since yesterday I was outside cutting wood and all that. I mean, last night my throat was even hurting, and just my nose like kind of runny and everything. I'm like, oh, great. These allergies. I'm going to leave that alone for now. So I don't want to be taking off the paint any more than I have to. Oh, I should have probably painted these. Yes, the paint I had on my nails for my live was craft paint too, and I removed it today with nail polish remover. It lasted that long. Wow. So you put like a base coat on and then you do that? Tell me how. I'm intrigued. I got dip powder for Christmas, and that's what I've been doing my nails with, but because my nails always look crazy messed up. You know, when I paint here, I mess them up. When I go to work, I mess them up with the hair color. So my nails are always, always, always looking horrible. And I used to polish them. with regular nail polish, but it would not last. So I figured this dip powder would work a little bit better, and it has. It actually lasted me a couple of weeks, so I'm very happy with that. My nails don't look horrible. You use the Color Street, Christine? I've never tried that. But yes, Marie is super creative. I used to use the acrylic paint, and I don't know why I forgot about it. Like, I really hadn't thought about it, because I used to use it for like just like nail art, but I hadn't thought about doing my whole nail like that. Hi, Kendria, how are you? I was wondering where you were. Base coat two, base coat and 2 layers of top coat for good measure, making sure to seal the tip of the nail. I've never had an issue. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna have to try that one day. And I bet you can pick prettier colors too than nail polishes. I've never ever tried the I just lost it. What are they called? Color Street nails um before, but I have seen a lot of people use them. And the other day I got invited to a group. Somebody, added me to one of their groups, and it was Color Street, but I didn't buy anything because I had just gotten this stuff for Christmas. So if I wouldn't have gotten this, then maybe I would have probably tried it. Because definitely my nails look horrible most of the time. They're always super stained and yellow. Because when, hairstylists, when we do hair, when we rinse hair, the color stays on our nails, like underneath the nails. So the top of the nail can be really pretty polished, but the underneath is always dark. So my nails look horrible. So with this acrylic stuff, the nail dip stuff, it's always it's held up pretty well, and I like it so far. I haven't had an issue with it. But it does take a little bit of time to do, so that's the only thing I don't like about it. You'll have to show me, Marie, how your nails look. What color are you using today? Okay. We should start a trend. nail art with acrylic paint. We'll use a little fingernail as a canvas or something. It'd be kind of cool. Or maybe it is a trend and I'm just kind of not up to date. Oh yeah, you did say that. Caribbean, and I'm adding extreme glitter by folk art all over it. Ooh, pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. That Caribbean is one of my favorite blues. Super pretty. Yeah, the beachy blues are super pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. The other day, my niece or my sister sent a picture of my niece getting her nails done, and she picked a really pretty, like, kind of like a minty blue color. I don't know. It's really, really pretty. Minty. I don't know if it was an aqua or whatever color it was. It was just really pretty. And I was like, yeah, that's a good color. The name I cut, yeah, I actually hadn't, I've been doing them for a while. I just hadn't really been, like, I didn't have them up on my Etsy shop because the scroll saw that I used to have, it was really difficult for me to do, to take off the blade, like to take it off and on, and you have to with the names, you know, to get in between the letters and stuff, you have to take it off a lot. So I used to have a lot of trouble with them before, and now that I have my new scroll saw, it's like super easy. So I actually listed them on my Etsy shop, but I hadn't done that in a long time. I mean, I've made about I don't know how many I've made, but like I've made at least 10. What blue am I painting on my door hanger? This one right here, this blue on the mason jar. I used let's see. So I went in with China blue, apple barrel on the like in the middle, and then on the outsides I went in with this island blue, Anita's all-purpose craft paint, just like on the outside to kind of give it a little like so it could look like glass sort of. I'm trying to paint all of my leaves, and then I'll go back in and shade them a little bit. But like my darker leaves, there's a bunch of dark leaves here that I want to get. I probably should have done the leaves first, but I didn't want to do the leaves and then like all my lighter colors were gonna be showing all the, the green through them or something. So it's just hard. No, this is one of Wallace House Design templates. It's called Mason Jar. Um, I don't know. It's like she released it I think last week or the week before that. She actually painted it live on her page. She did the same one, but she did it in a circle or a oval shape. So the template itself, she just shrunk it down and made it fit into the circle, and it looks so cute like that. I really, really love that. It kind of reminded me of one of those like I don't know, like back in the day when the grandmas used to have like the little pictures on the walls or whatever, and it was just like a little circle of something. Um, that's kind of what it reminded me of, like old farmhousey, like grandma-ish. But it was so pretty. Like I fell in love with it. So I went ahead and bought the template, and I'm probably gonna end up making me one of those with the circle or with the oval because I really liked it. So I'm making this one just so that I can post it on my Etsy, but I always like to, if I really love it, like I always like to keep some of them. Which scroll saw did I get? The DeWalt. Yeah, I have the DeWalt. That's the one I got. I forgot the numbers on it, but yeah, I had been wanting a DeWalt scroll saw for a long, long time already. Because I did my research and everything, like it was a good price for what I was getting, and all the reviews that I read on it and everything were super good. So I decided that I wanted that one, and but I just hadn't pulled the plug to get it, and my husband got it for me for Christmas. He knew how long I had been wanting it for so long, and like I said, my little 788, that sounds familiar. That might be mine too. 788. Um but yeah, so he knew I had wanted it for a long time. My little scroll saw, it was a Craftsman. It was very inexpensive, and it wasn't my first scroll saw that I had. I actually had a Harbor Freight one first, and then I had exchanged it. I had went and returned my Harbor Freight for the nothing was wrong with it or anything, but I figured that Craftsman was a much better brand, so I went and took it back. And I did have it for maybe it's almost been 3 years, I guess, and it never went out or anything. It was still good, but the little thing where you so it's not the same like the new scroll saws, how it's got like the little lever thing that where you take off your blades up here in the front. So this one had like a thing in the back where you screw it. Well, that thing had broken, and I was having to use like pliers and stuff to like turn it and all that. So it was kind of a hassle. And so I was doing the names and everything, like all the little cutouts and everything, but it was just a lot because I was having to use those, like the pliers and everything. Like it wasn't handy. And so I ended up I hated doing, I kind of hated doing those. So oh, you need to get one, Marie. They're so fun. I actually love using my scroll saw. a lot better than the jigsaw. I do like the jigsaw for certain things, for like the bigger stuff, because it's hard to, cut a huge piece of wood, with a a scroll saw, which I still do it anyway, because sometimes I don't want to take out my jigsaw. I'm just lazy. But um like it's just so much fun. There's so many things that you can do that with it, it's just a little bit, I think it's fun to play with it, and just cut out all kinds of things. The only thing is, I mean, the size of the things that you can cut. That's the only downfall of a scroll saw, that you can only um cut like certain amount of inches, because you have to be able to turn it and stuff. But I mean, other than that, it's fine. It's actually, it's just really fun, and it's easy to use is what I like, because it's easy on your hands. Like the jigsaw, after a while, like it hurts your hand, and it's like you have to kind of push into the wood to cut, so the scroll saw, you literally drive the wood and not the saw. So I don't know. It makes sense in my head, I guess, the way I'm saying it. Hopefully I'm making sense to y'all. It's just fun. With mine, it's a 20-inch arm. So, as long as you can push the wood, I mean, a 20 piece would work. Something bigger would work too. You just have to kind of maneuver it or flip it, or figure out other ways. So I would go very much bigger than a 20-inch. So yeah, I maybe 22, 24 inches at the most, I would say. I haven't tried cutting anything larger than a 20-inch on this new saw that I got. Because all my door hanger cutouts are 20 inches at the biggest. So I haven't tried doing anything much bigger than that. But on my little scroll saw, which it was only a 16-inch arm, I actually had cut like a 24 or 20, like a 20-inch to 24-inch piece before. So it's just a lot harder to get into the little to the smaller bits and pieces sometimes. So you don't want to go too big on a scroll saw. That's where I would pull out my jigsaw if I needed to, make a cut or something that I couldn't. But it's just a whole lot easier with the scroll saw, I think. I cut the 20-inch door hangers with my scroll saw, but I have to really think about it sometimes and back out of it. Yeah, you do. I do have to go sometimes forwards and backwards on it, just because of these little cuts. And sometimes you have to, like, if your board has like a corner or something, it's gonna hit over here when you're trying to cut over here and stuff. So I mean, you do have to go at different angles and stuff, and but I mean, it's doable. Oh, that one was supposed to be a dark green. So yeah, I mean, it's doable, because like I said, I did, even with my little one, I even cut like well, this create sign behind me, I think it's a 24-inch, and I cut it with my small. Hello, Maria. I cut it with my small scroll saw. Um so it's doable. It's just gonna take you some time and flipping around and everything. But this the new DeWalt saw that I have, I guess because the blade's in the front and it's got the little thing in the front to, I don't know what it's called. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not giving you guys any technical terms or anything, but um, that little lever for the, to take the blade on and off, it's just so much easier than the one that I used to have. So literally that name took me minutes to cut out, when before it used to take me a long time, and it was frustrating. But you do have to be pretty steady with it. I mean, the blade is a whole lot smaller, I feel like, on these little, because it's got the other blade that my other saw used to take, it was the ones that had the pins on them, so they were a little bit thicker, I feel like, of a blade. This one came with two blades when I got it, and it was like a tiny little string of a blade, very small, very skinny. And I haven't bought any new blades for it. Yesterday I did break one, not on the name though. But I did break my first blade yesterday. Um, but it was already getting to the point where I needed to replace it anyway, just because they get worn out. I had been doing a lot of cutting and stuff, so no, I haven't tried geometry blades. I've never even heard of that. Is it something I need to look up? I'm really not like good at terms or anything with the style. I know what I like and I stick to what I like. They're good for the tight cuts. Okay. What's the difference? Like they're just small blades, or cuz the one that my saw came with, it's a very very thin blade, and it's really like, it's really really good with these little you know, tight turns and all that. It makes it really nice. I don't have to back out as much, and but like I said, I haven't really even thought about blades or anything for mine. I had a bunch of blades for my other little saw, and they had the pin on them, which this new saw doesn't take the pin, but my husband took, as an experiment, since cuz I had like two brand new packs of the ones with the pins, and so as an experiment he was like, well, why don't we try to take the pins off of these? So he took them off of, like a couple of the blades, just so that I can try it out, and that's what I used yesterday, and it worked great. Okay, Christine, send me a message. Where do I get my ribbon for my door hangers? Everywhere. Everywhere. My ribbon, um sometimes Dollar Tree, sometimes Walmart, sometimes Michael's, um Hobby Lobby, Joann's, anywhere. Anywhere that I can find it. If there's a certain ribbon that I'm looking for, then like I'll go and search for it at the bigger stores, but usually it's like Walmart or even Dollar Tree. Like I don't go overboard with my ribbons for my door hangers. I like them pretty simple because I don't want them to distract from my actual uh painting or whatever. Like I just feel like it's supposed to just kind of add a little bit of flair to it, not distract from it. So my bows are very basic sometimes. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I can go extravagant with my bows, but I choose not to. Not only that, it gets really costly, like to buy a whole bunch of different bows and ribbons and stuff. I try to stick to neutral colors like reds, golds, black and white, stuff like that, cuz you can always add those to all the different colors. Every now and then, like when Dollar Tree has like their, for example, Valentine ribbon or Easter or something, I'll pick something up and then I'll add those in with the neutral colors. Yeah, Walmart for some reason does not carry seasonal ribbon anymore. I've been looking and looking every single uh holiday and I have not found anything there. The only thing was at Christmas time, when they have like the reds and all that, I like to pick up the good red like solids or the black and white check, or even just like plaid or something like that. But I always add a lot of burlap to mine, which is very neutral, very you can add any colors to it and it still looks great. Just stuff like that on my bows. I don't go overboard with them. You use spiral blade? Oh. Spiral blades that cut forwards and backwards any direction. I have never tried those. I would be scared to use those, Karen. Just cuz I don't know. I don't know if I have that much control over my saw. Is it difficult, to like control it? You love spiral blades? Wow, I'm gonna have to try some then. Where do you buy them? Is it just like um Walmart or Low? You have to get them like at Lowe's or something? Hmm. Oh, they wear out faster. Even do you cut other wood than just like door hanger wood? Like, do you cut any other kind of material besides door hanger material? Like, for example, me with my name with the thicker wood. Oh, you get them at Lowe's. I feel like when I cut the thicker wood, it not not that it struggles more, but it just takes a little bit more than with the actual like door hanger wood. It's a breeze to cut it. It's very thin, so it doesn't. Wreaths of Joy sell boxes of their scrap ribbon that would be perfect size for door hangers. Ooh. Hmm. Wreaths of Joy. I'm gonna have to look them up. Marie, you just gave everybody a little nugget, and everybody's gonna go and take all the ribbon now. I'm not gonna find none. Well, can we end the live real quick so that I can go get ribbon? No, I'm kidding. That's good to know, though. I have seen online where there's a lot of supply stores and stuff that sell nice, pretty ribbon. But you have to buy like a certain amount or something, in order to make it worth it for the shipping and all that. Like, you only cut door hangers with it. Oh, okay. So but he'll use the same blade for it, for like the thicker wood, or you guys change out the blade. I used to buy all my blades by the gross, 144 to a pack. I used then the 1 inch, and I have a huge scroll saw with the 24 throat. After 20 years, it quit working. Oh, it's the blade easy to drop for inside cuts on. Oh yeah, it's very easy to drop. That's what I was telling the girls. The the DeWalt is so much easier. You know, I used to have one that had the blade thing in the very back, and it was like a screw. So it wasn't very easy. It was on a my small scroll saw, which was a I always forget, Craftsman scroll saw, but it was just not easy to do it. Oh wow. What is it? RBL scroll saw? You paid 3,000 for it, and I bet you they don't have anywhere that they could probably fix it since it was back in the day, right? I know people nowadays probably would not even know how to fix stuff like that. I bet you were sad, especially with that 24-inch throat. Like that would have been great. But I do enjoy my 20-inch one. You know, besides what I used to have just the 16-inch, so it's a whole lot different. It made a big difference. I don't know about you guys, but I can blend leaves all day long. Florals are one of my favorite things, in case you guys haven't noticed. I always paint something that has flowers or something. Um, I try really hard to stay away from too many flowers, you know, because not everyone likes flowers, but I mean, that's kind of what I'm drawn to on my, templates that I buy and everything. So I can be here all day long blending leaves and, stuff. I'm no expert. I've only been painting for 3 years, but I've always found florals very interesting and I love it. Love them. Am I the only one? What do you guys like to paint? Like, what are your favorite things to actually paint or draw? Anything like that? You haven't painted enough to pick a style? I knew since the get go that flowers were what I liked. Since the beginning, since day one that I started painting. My first ever door hanger was a Texas with flowers on it. And it was just it had black and white stripes and it had flowers on it. And I mean, it wasn't the best job ever. Like it was my very first painting, and but I wanted to get, get in there and blend those flowers, and I worked on it for hours, I think, and it still didn't look great, but that was like I wanted those flowers to look so pretty, and I mean it did. It ended up looking nice, but it wasn't like fancy or anything. Do I think I could shade the magnolias on the challenge others more of a brown light, or should I stick with the gray? Browns match the house door better. Oh yeah, you can definitely do them with brown. If that matches your house better, then go with whatever matches. You can blend with whatever color that you want, like underneath, like the undertone. So if your house has more of a warm tone, like the browns or stuff like that, then definitely use a brown. You can even use like a I don't know, like maybe like an off white. Maybe I would probably stick with the brown. But yeah, definitely you can use any color that would go better with yours. You think you like cartoonish stuff, Kendra? See, and I've never been a very whimsical kind of person. Like, for some reason I can't. Maybe that's why, because I'm not great at drawing cartoons and stuff like that. Like I've never been able to do anything like that. And there's some very, very pretty, door hangers out there. And that's kind of what strays me away from a lot of the templates that I find like online, because they're very cartoony, and that's just not me. I know I'll mess it up. Like I know that it won't look the way it's supposed to. Yeah. Just just add in more brown then. Don't, instead of the grays that she uses. I mean, actually I haven't looked at the video or anything, but if she is using grays to blend, just switch that for brown. I would just use whatever you think that it would match better with your house, if that's where you're gonna put it. I actually think it would look pretty with the brown on there instead. I have a huge magnolia tree, and I think the brown would actually be better than a gray. Just by thinking of the colors. You love painting ombre and blending colors? Yes. I love that rainbow splatter so much. I really, really do. I like painting ombre, um, but I'm probably not very good at it. Like I have a few things that I have done in ombre, and they're okay. But I mean, if you look at it, like it's not really blended that well. Like I have a few butterflies that are on my Etsy page. Um, I mean they look okay, but they're definitely not my strongest form of painting. I think everyone has their own style, and it's okay to have a different style than everyone. Like I think that's what makes us unique. Some of the people, there's people that always tell me like, well, I don't know how to paint, and I'm like, I didn't know how to paint, and one day I just decided I wanted to try, and it turned out okay. And I ended up loving it and keep going, and I decided to pursue it. Yeah, you just have to have fun with it, and try not to stress about it. That's the way I see it. The days, there's some days that I'm kind of stressed about something, like as far as like painting, paint wise, like if there's like a certain type of painting that I haven't ever done, and or like technique, and I'm like, oh, I hope this turns out okay and whatever. And I feel like the days that I'm more stressed about the way the paint's going to come out, that's the days that it comes out the worst. If I just paint it and I kind of just go with the flow, it always turns out so much better for me anyway. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that's the one I have here. I made a sample because I had this idea in my head that I wanted to do, and so I cut it in a small little, like a 10-inch, just for like a sample, and so I still have it here hung up on my wall. I think I actually have another one that has the yellow and orange colors, and that one's more of a what do you call those butterflies? I don't know, but it's really pretty. But it's also ombre. I forgot what you call those butterflies. I had it and then I lost it. Monarch. You're right. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for. I love flowers. I love butterflies. All the girly things. I love glitter, sparkles, everything. Rhinestones, you name it. I'm all for it. I'm a girly girl. Sorry if I'm too quiet, guys. You want to learn how to paint, Cheetah? I think that's one of the, well, I'm not going to say it's the easiest, but it's really easy once you get the technique down, because it's really just blobs. I think it's more of the placement that intimidates people, like where to put the blobs. Okay. Did I miss any? I did. Miss this one over here. Placement and size, yeah. But you can't really go wrong. I mean, I guess you can go a little overboard sometimes, you know, but just practice. I suggest getting Kendria, if you just get like one of those multimedia pads and just practice, like practice different colors and stuff. Any door hanger painting groups? Nope. Painters Clubhouse, and that's it. I'm really new at Painters Clubhouse, actually. I just joined in, when was it? In September. I had been wanting to join that for, you know, the longest time, and I just never did. Like, I procrastinated. One day I don't know what it was that I saw that doors were open to the club, and I said, now's the time. Like, I had just procrastinated. It's been years that I've been wanting to join just because, you know, just because I love painting and, you know, crafting and creating and everything. And but I mean, I would put it off, and then whenever I would think about it again, it was like doors were closed, nobody could join. And one day I just saw that the doors were open again, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna do it. So I ended up doing it. Yeah, you joined in August. See, I didn't even join whenever the um the fall challenge. Like, I joined after that. I joined in September, and I mean, you still had access to like the fall door hanger challenge or whatever, but I didn't join it because of the door hanger challenge. You know how they're doing the spring and all that now? Um I just joined because I saw that the doors were open. You joined last spring? It's just so much fun, you know, it's been fun. Okay, I think I want to use this color is Princess Pink. Oh, you didn't know about the challenge? Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, I found out about it afterwards, you know, that it was a challenge, but I didn't know that it, you know how sometimes people join because of, you know, they were members of the challenge or whatever. Not me. You're thinking of Wayward Queens? I mean, I don't know. It has anybody that's on here? Has anybody been a member of any other group? I joined a template um group or something, but I haven't been able to get my templates. I have no idea how I'm doing it, if I'm doing it right or what. But so you're supposed to go into this Facebook group, I believe, and then they give you the templates there. But I mean, I haven't been able to get my templates for last month, and I think they already charged my card for this month or for this coming month, and I still don't have the ones for last month. So I don't know where I'm supposed to go, what I'm supposed to do. And I emailed the girl and she never emailed me back. So there's that. So I'm thinking of leaving that one. And I may end up joining Erica Wallace's template group just because I'm always buying from her anyway. You want to join Heidi's? I've been thinking about joining that one because, of course, of paint parties and all that. But I don't know. Maybe in the future. I'm not too concerned about that yet. It's the Heidi's is the oh my goodness. I lost it again. Why am I losing my train of thought? Heidi's is the paint party. Uh right? The one with the paint parties? Like she teaches you how to have a paint party and stuff like that. Or does she have another one? Paint party headquarters is what it's called. She seems super fun. So last year I did a challenge with um what is the other lady's name? The social easel. I forgot her name. And I did one of her like $10 challenges. So you join for $10 for that challenge, and it's like you get that template and you get to paint, paint with her and everything. And it was like a fall painting challenge, but it was canvas. And that was my first time ever painting on canvas. So it's a lot different than painting on a door hanger. And I really enjoyed it. It was really, really relaxing. And I really enjoyed just taking somebody else's class because, I paint a certain way, and just by watching what she was doing and by her telling me how to do it and stuff, like I really, really had a blast. I had so much fun. Did you do that one, Marie? I think it was her fall challenge. I didn't paint my painting in like fall colors because I wanted to keep it up all the time, but like that one had like pumpkins and stuff like that, and I chose to skip out on the pumpkins, but um I did do the whole painting the way she said everything. But I mean, it's crazy to see how many people were in that group and how many people painted the same exact painting in so many different ways. Like it was just crazy. It was neat actually. Yeah, Kendria. I would probably join them all too. Well, I don't know. There's several people um that I do. I mean, I've always watched every single painting live that I can. Facebook always pops up like different things that you might like and stuff. And every time I would see somebody painting or whatever, I would always watch them. So it was different ladies and stuff like that. But there's some ladies uh they're very good at what they do, but they're very different than me. And so I mean, I do love to watch them because of course I still learn from from the way different people paint, but um it just their style is just not me. So I wouldn't join there. I did not. I've only did the fall challenge with Tamara. Oh, okay, but I've been a canvas painter since middle school, so I was super excited when I discovered door hangers. Okay. See, and to me, it door hangers were the first thing that I ever painted. So that's when, that's what I learned on. And, so the canvas painting is so much different. The paint um adheres so much better to a canvas than to a piece of wood, I feel. So it was just a lot different, but I enjoyed it. I really, really enjoyed it, and I wish I could do another one. I one day I will do another one. I feel, because that one I did it all for me. I mean, not saying that Painters Clubhouse and stuff isn't for me, but it was more to learn my niche, but canvas painting was all because of me. Like, that's what I wanted to learn how to do that. I'll never probably never sell a canvas painting or anything like that. So it was really just for me. What do you like painting better, canvas, Marie? Yeah, it does. I mean, I love crafting, and before I was just, um like having a door hanger business and stuff like that. Like, I've always just crafted, and I've done all different kinds of crafts, like, you know, um sewing, crocheting, you name it, I've done it. And I still love to do other stuff. I mean, it gets a little bit hectic sometimes whenever I'm doing, or whenever I have orders that I have to complete, and somebody wants something, sewn, or some different other different kind of craft, and I hate not being able to do it because I love it. I love to be versatile and to be able to do all the crafts and stuff, but it just gets so hard. So I've kind of learned that, you know, of course my business is door hangers, so I paint door hangers first, as a job or whatever, but I do paint, I mean, I do other things for fun, like that's my fun time. Like, every now and then, I like to make a t-shirt, or I love to, sew a doll, or crochet something, just something different other than painting a door hanger. Or like yesterday, I went out there and I cut that wooden name with a scroll saw. That was super fun. It was something a little bit different. I mean, I still use my scroll saw for door hangers, obviously, um, but that was something out of the norm. Something a little different. So I enjoy it. And that's why in my Etsy shop, if you guys notice, I still have um different things, listed on there that aren't just door hangers, like I have a couple of scarves and stuff on there, and I have taken a lot of other stuff off because it's just very time consuming. And when you're in business, you can't really take 12 hours to make one thing because there's other things that you got to do. So, I mean, stuff like that I do on my fun time. And if I want to post it for sale later, then I can, but I'm not going to do like where you can order it or whatever. You love painting on all the things. Door hangers are your favorite? That's good to know. I did some jars. They're not mason jars. They're just regular like jars that I recycle, or you buy something. I use the instant coffee, so I get the jars, and the jars are really pretty. And so when I have when I finish one of the jars, like I save it, and I've been painting on those. Like I've been painting flowers and stuff on them, and it's kind of cool. Like kind of a different thing. The only thing I need to figure out is how to clear them. I mean, I guess I could spray them. I don't know that it would, because I don't paint the whole glass, so I don't know. I just haven't experimented with it very much to where it would still look shiny. Like part of the glass that's exposed would still look shiny. Who knows? I used Mod Podge on one of them, and it didn't do too well. Like, I mean, it holds up, but it's just like doesn't look super clear. You want to try painting one of the buckets for Easter? Yeah, those are kind of cool. I haven't tried them yet. They look neat though. I don't know where you would buy those little buckets though. I guess there's places you can order. I haven't really looked into it, that's why. But yeah, I love door hangers because door hangers, I mean, they're so versatile. You can paint anything on a piece of wood. You can paint anything. So it makes it fun. And then, of course, you get to cut your shape the way you want it. And that makes it fun too, because that's a whole different craft right there in its own. Oh, you bought some of those at Lowe's? Okay. Like I said, I've never looked into them, so I wouldn't even know where to get those little buckets and stuff. Ooh, that would be nice, Marie. She won't let you? She probably doesn't even know, like, that it would look cute. Like, I'm sure you could paint it a whole lot better than what it looks like right now. What color greens do I use the most? I've been using this Christmas green for the dark apple barrel, and I love this lime sherbet sorbet. I don't know how you would say that. Some people say sorbet, some people say sherbet. I say sherbet, but I don't know. Don't laugh at me, please. But I love that green. It's like very light and subtle, and it's a very farmhousey green, and I love to mix both of them together. So like on these dark leaves, I use mostly the Christmas green on the bottom, and I mixed in the lighter green. And then these I did the opposite. So it's the exact same greens, it's just blended different. But that's what I love to do. I love to just blend them. That light green, it's just so pretty, and it's subtle, and it's just a good color. And it doesn't matter what I'm painting, that's probably the greens I'm going to use. Oops, I got a little bit of green on my pink. Hauser light. I got a Hauser light green from Deco Art, but I haven't tried it. It's still not open. I got it out just in case I wanted to try it, but I haven't tried it yet. But it is a really pretty green. I used to use this other green, and it was a apple barrel, and it was called palm leaf or something like that, and they discontinued it. So, and that was my favorite one to use, you know. So, I ended up having to switch greens, and those are the ones I've been using, and you know, I kind of just stick to the same stuff over and over. Oh, thank you. I just go over it a whole bunch of times until I like it. Until I'm okay with what I want, you know, what I like. That's kind of why I wanted to do the flowers last, because I like for them to look like they're over the green. Like the cotton, I still have to go over that a little bit because I just base coated it, but it kind of gets buried in the leaves. I probably should have done the cotton before these flowers, but oh well. Have I painted any Easter? No, I haven't. I cut a couple of St. Patrick's the other day. Um, but no, I haven't gotten to Easter yet. I feel like I'm always behind. My thing is when I paint, like for example, when I paint Valentine's, I always start getting a whole bunch of orders for Valentine stuff. So I stick to Valentine and Valentine and Valentine. So I never get ahead of the game. I'm always just kind of with whatever people are ordering right now. And then when I do my lives is when I start changing it up, you know, which I may do a St. Patrick's next time. And then after that, I'll start doing, because I'm not going to do too many St. Patrick stuff, but then I might start doing like spring or Easter, something like that. Oh, thank you. My Etsy shop has been getting a lot of traffic today. I don't know why. I wonder what's going on. The only reason I know is because I get notifications when somebody favorites my shop or one of my items. And I have been getting notifications nonstop today. I'm like, okay, well, that's a good thing, I guess. Just want to shade in a little bit of another color in the cotton. Just so it's not super, super white. Not too much, but just a little. Oh, thank you. You, my background is in this back here, my crate, or my background here. I'm working on this back here. I still want to add more flowers to back here. These flowers are actually from Hobby Lobby, and I do want to change them because I want to make some new ones. Oh, thank you. Um, I want to make some new ones, but those are what I have right now. So, and I haven't gone to get any paper. So that's what I have now. But I do plan on changing it. I've been wanting to update my background for a while. I've added little things here and there to it, but it's just, it's a work in progress. But yeah. Okay. My top was stuck. Sorry if I get quiet. Oh, thank you. I think I shouldn't have outlined that one so much. It's okay. Yeah, it's not It's not for everyone. You have to have a light touch, sort of, I think. It doesn't give you a lot of room to mess up. You once you mess up, that's it. Not like a marker, like you have more control over a marker, I feel, but I don't know why, but I really like um outlining with the brush instead. I do have markers. I don't know. Personal preference. Yeah, it does. It does come with practice. Um, I mean, I don't know. I That's why I stay super quiet, just because you have to concentrate on it, but I do love to use the brush. I don't know why. I'd rather do it with the brush. That's I've gotten very comfortable with the brush, in my hand, that it feels kind of awkward when I'm trying to use a marker on here. Like it doesn't glide easy for me anyway. I forgot to add the brown on the cotton. I'll do that in a minute. How am I doing, guys? I guess I'm doing okay, right? kind of don't want to outline too much on this flower right here. Not sure. Oh, thank you. Hi, Jerry. How are you? Hopefully I'm doing the drawing a little justice. I don't know. The painting. All these templates that I've been doing live with you guys, it's my first time painting usually. So if it goes bad, you guys are going to see it live. Thank goodness it hasn't happened yet, but okay. Let's see, what did I miss? I think I'm going to go ahead and add the Hello Darling to it. I was just going to try to spell it out, you know, do my own handwriting on it, but I don't really like my handwriting, so I'm going to go ahead and transfer it on. Hopefully I don't make a mess of the paint. I hate using a lot of transfer paper sometimes because it makes a mess, but y'all see my pretty picture I colored. I always color my templates to kind of go with the colors that I'm going to be using, just so that I have something to go by. And then later on, if I decide I want to paint it again, then I'll do it again. I already kind of know the colors, or if I want to change something up, then that's what I do. I didn't mess up too bad. Sometimes when I put the transfer paper over it leaves black marks all over my stuff, but it didn't this time, so I'm glad. I'm gonna switch brush. Use something a little bit bigger. I'm still not 100% satisfied with this brush. It's a Royal and Langnickel, and it's a number 2. I think it's just a liner brush is what it is, but it's a little bit small for what I want. It's okay. It'll work. Oh, and in case y'all are wondering, my coloring, I do it about 5 minutes before my live starts. Just so I can have a visual of what I'm going to do. I always think to myself, I'm going to do it the night before or whatever when I do my template, and I never get to it. And then I remember right before I'm fixing to go live, I'm like, oh man, I forgot to set out my colors, what I want. So I quickly color it in, and then I get my paints out that I'm going to do. So that's why it looks all scribbly. But at least you can see the colors that I'm going to use. Did anyone paint yesterday on the Zoom? The little Zoom paint party that they had? You did, Marie? Was there a lot of people that showed up? I was gonna do it. I was in the garage though. I was gonna join, but I didn't have my iPad on me, and I tried doing it on my phone, but I think you had to download an app, so I didn't do it. That's when I was cutting outside, so I was just gonna like put it on and just keep it muted, but I didn't. Y'all would have got to see me yesterday all dirty, full of sawdust, because I was working a lot outside. I was trying to finish everything I was doing out there, in time for that, so I could come and paint a little while. But I ended up just taking way too long on some stuff, and um, I just ended up staying over there. Oh, 8, really? It would have been 9, but I wouldn't have been painting. I would have been out there cutting. I still like to see y'all though. I use clear spray paint. Either Rust-Oleum, the clear gloss, or the lacquer. It depends on what I'm painting though, because the lacquer sometimes turns yellow on certain colors. So if it's got like a lot of white or red and white together, I use just the clear spray paint, because that will definitely make it go yellow. I don't brush on anything. because I don't like to smear my paint. A lot of those brush on things you have to be real quick with, and I just don't like it. It makes it so much easier to just spray them. Although you can mess up spray paint too, for sure. Okay. I think I'm done with that. Add a little bit of white to it, and then we are done. What do y'all think? Y'all love it? I like it. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to add a little bit of yellow to my other flower. Go ahead and do that for right now. Oh, and my brown. Thank you, Kendra. These highlights like make the whole thing just come alive. For sure. No, this is available for purchase at Wallace House Designs. Not my design. I think it's called something Mason Jar. Mason Jar. Wait, golly, I'm bad. I'm bad with names. Maybe Floral Mason Jar. I'm not sure. That's what I named it anyway. But you're welcome, Rosie. It's a new template. She released it probably like last week, I believe. So you won't have to go that far back to look for it. It should be. I mean, if you I don't know if you follow her, but it should be one of the first ones you see. Okay, guys. I think that's going to be it. I love my turntable too. Hello, darling Mason Jar Bouquet. Thank you, Marie. Yes. Mason Jar Bouquet. Yep. But that's it, guys. Thank you so, so much. Let me. So, so cute, right? Oh, where's my camera? There it is. I love it. Okay. Well, thank you so, so much, guys, for joining me, for being here tonight, and for spending 2 hours with me. I didn't think it was going to take me this long, but it did. So thank you guys for being here with me. And I guess I'll see you guys next week again. Thank you. Next Tuesday. Bye-bye.